Next up, from the Department of Recreation and Parks, Director Arthur Shepard with fiscal year 24, Program Open Space. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Mr. Shepard.
Good morning to you. Once again, Program Open Space Funds from Maryland DNR is an excellent opportunity for several projects. And today, 3 projects, the 2 skate park projects, and let me just lend you where we are there. We have begun already, Sourcewell identified Artisan as a vendor for that to modify the park at Nicolette, as well as a new skate park, about a 4,000 square foot skate park with a pump track there. That's a wavy type of style of skate park where beginners can utilize, and as well as more experienced adult riders even. Commissioner Ostrow has been with us at 3 of the public meetings, community meetings, and we have one scheduled for the 18th via Zoom with the vendor to be talking to the participants, the community, with their desires in skate parks. So we're well on our way there as far as that piece of it's concerned, the design. So I'm asking your approval for accept this award, grant award for $1,217,500.
Have you taken input from stakeholders? Because I know that a couple of these guys that were skate park users, heavy skate park users, were hoping they would have some input on it.
Yeah, we've had 2 meetings at the skate park itself. Then we've had a meeting recently indoors because it got darker. And then we sent out the email last week about our meeting coming up on Zoom on the 18th of this month with the design team. So the Southern Maryland Association, and Commissioner, you can speak to that.
And I can certainly attest to that. We've had a tremendous involvement with the stakeholders. They've been at the meetings. We've been in contact with them. Director Shepard has done an outstanding job to make sure that we are hearing their input and working with towards a lot of the concerns that they have as we go through a vendor selection process and as the skate park gets designed and goes forward building. So we've had a tremendous amount of input from them.
Tell me, do we have a balance, or do we have some kind of a maximum of POS money we're allowed to take advantage of?
Yeah, well, after this, because you saw your listing, but after this encumbrance, I think our balance will be $466,000. But we have a new FY24 allotment coming in later this year, and so we'll bump it back to the $1 million range after this.
Thank you.
And this 765 for the skate park is along with the county match. Is that the full cost or just the design?
No, $46,000 for the design. Here's what may happen. So that we don't have the final number yet, but we do want to get a smaller track at Chaptico to begin and make it possibly a 2-phase approach so that we can also afford the renovation at Nicolette Park. Because here's what Nicolette Park potentially could look like. Take where you have the challenging portion of the park, might have to do some cutting, some small demolition there and flatten it more out, but we're also going to possibly move outside of the fence to increase the square footage for a more plaza-style skate park.
Okay.
And so it may be more, but we'll have plenty of POS funds to do that, but we haven't got that final cost yet. But I think after talking to Spawn and Artisan, they were on site, and then we had a Zoom call with one another vendor, so I think we can get there.
Okay. So we don't know what the final budget is.
But I think I do, but I don't know, because until it's on paper, I don't know, until we get that final number.
I think one of the things about Nicolette, I heard a complaint about, I suppose when they originally redid the surface, they used something called shotcrete to do the surface, and it never was very smooth. I don't know.
Yeah, our users, they've talked about that, and the vendors that came on site realized some of the cracks need to be taken care of, even to make what we have very good.
Okay.
And let me say one more thing. In FY20, this year's budget, FY24 budget, you increased the amount of hourly staff, the hours there. When we were at those meetings, and they complimented by having an hourly staff there longer, the difference in that park, the cleanliness, as well as appropriate behaviors and desired use there. So thank you for that.
Good.
And you mentioned the more plaza style of skate park. Now, that was one of the recommendations from the stakeholders, right? Because it's a much more modern,
But more accessible
much
for
more.
beginners and
And you're
intermediate.
doing that at Chapco Park, right? Yeah.
For sure. And I'm excited about this thing called a pump track. We'll see how that goes, too. We
Get
don't
you
have
out
the
there.
room there at Nicolette, but there, and then plus, we called BMX users, and they said that to side with that BMX track, a pump track, and beginners can use that. They said that'd be ideal for that space.
Good, good.
Well, in the interest of moving forward, maybe Commissioner Ostrow wants to do a motion.
I move to approve the FY 2024 Program Open Space Funding Award for the Land Preservation Parks and Recreation Plan, $25,000 for the Dog Park Project, $427,500, and the Skate Park Project, $765,000, and authorize the Commissioner President to sign all related documents.
Second.
I have a first and second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you, Mr. Shepherd.
Thank you.